Yemen has been fighting a civil war since 2014, when Iran-backed Houthi rebels seized the capital Sana'a and demanded lower fuel prices and a new government. But negotiations failed, and Houthi rebels captured the presidential palace in January 2015, leading to the resignation of then-President Abd Rabbu Mansur Hadi and his administration. The Saudi-led coalition, backed by US, decided to enter the war, imposed an economic blockade, and carried out airstrikes against Houthi insurgents. President Hadi cancelled his resignation in September 2015, and fighting has continued since then.
The Kingdom of Saudi Arabia launched military operations in Yemen. The objective is to defend the legitimate government of President Hadi from the takeover attempts by the Houthi militias in Yemen. The use of force is always the last resort, and it is with great reluctance that we took this step along with our partners in the GCC countries.
In 2016, the UN worked on brokering peace talks between Yemeni government and Houthi rebels, but they stalled. Houthi rebels and former President Ali Abdullah Saleh formed a political council to govern Sana'a and much of Yemen's north in July 2016. A year later, Saleh broke his deal with Houthis and started fighting against them, but the move resulted in his death in December 2017. The UN brokered a prisoner exchange in September 2020 between the Yemeni government and Houthi rebels. More than 1,000 prisoners were exchanged.
Our message to them is that this is a humanitarian issue and that they should release all of their prisoners. And we will also release all of those who were held as long as the exchange is carried out in full.
In February 21, Houthi rebels launched an offensive to seize the oil-rich Marib province, but airstrikes from Saudi-led coalition limited their advances. During that period, US President Joe Biden announced an end to US support for Saudi-led offensive operations in Yemen.
This war has to end. And to underscore our commitment, we are ending all American support for offensive operations in the war in Yemen, including relevant arms sales.
In 2022, a ceasefire was reached between warring parties and raised hopes for a longer pause in fighting. But it ended on October 2nd, after just 6 months, when Houthi rebels refused further extensions. Since then, the situation in the country remains relatively calm. According to the UN, the conflict has killed more than 370,000 people in Yemen as a result of direct violence, famine, and diseases, and left 4.5 million Yemenis displaced. Rumeysa Codar, TRT World.